Now, we're going to keep it simple tonight, and this is quite interactive in terms of what we're going to do. Now, who remembers the intersection that we spoke about last lesson in terms of wealth? I gave you a three-way system in terms of the wealth system. Who remembers that three-way pathway? What are the three things we need to build wealth? Number one,
Does it start with S?
yes, you're getting warm. There were three S.
Strategy.
So strategy is one. Very good. We spoke about strategy. What else? Who remembers any other S that we spoke about? Clueless? No more than strategy. All right, Renee in the chat has placed skill. Thank you. And the other one is state of mind. All right. Now, basically, we're going to be breaking down these three so that you can fully get into the motion of understanding how to tap into each of these, right? So we're going to be identifying skills that we have. We're going to be identifying our mindset, and we're going to be looking at strategy tonight for each of us. So fundamentally, what we want to start off with is our wealth building skills. So I need you all to grab a pen and a notepad, wealth building skills. And you're going to write down 20 skills that you have, whether they are skills that you think you will be getting paid for or not. Just write down 20 skills that you do have. There are many skills that you can have. 20, not 10, 20. We're pushing the bar. 20 skills that you've got. So we're starting with skills. How many skills have you really got? I can list 20. So I'll start off with teaching. I've got trading. I've got sales. I've got marketing. I've got editing. I've got automation. I've got so other skills that I know I've got, I could include other skills like cooking. 18. I have planning skills. I'll put wedding planning here. Just giving you some ideas. Number 9, I've got here, I'm going to put baking. Number 10, I'm going to put language because I do speak Spanish. 11, 10, 11. So you get the picture what we're doing. We're putting skills on paper that we know we've got, right? It could even be something as simple as cleaning. Maybe you're really good at cleaning. Cleaning is a skill, all right? Number 12, it could be parenting. Could be really a good parent. 13, you could be a good motivator. 14, you could be a good, there's so many things that you could be a good what. You could actually be a good leader. So you've got leadership skills. Could also go in line with
Communication skill.
yeah, communication. So you could be a good speaker. You've got storyteller. You've got designing skill, like good at designing all these things on the back end, right? You've got there's so many that I could list. I'm thinking, what else have I got? So I need to put, what else have I got? I could definitely put hairdressing, baking, cooking, cleaning. What else can I come up with? I don't know. I can't think of the other two, but it will come to me eventually. Well, oh, problem solving. Problem solving, and I could literally put the other one could be, I'm gonna put here just for the sake of it, content. Oh, no, I'm gonna put here. I'm gonna put digital creation. So I've got 20. Have you all got 20? Who's
No,
that?
ma'am.
Not yet? 20 things that you can do. Anything at all. Could be braiding, it could be cleaning, it could just be making juice. I don't know. There are so many different skills that we may be underestimating. Okay, so Rennet is at 12. Carol, how much have you got so far? And Keisha, Starboy, how much skills have you written so far?
10 and still counting.
Okay, 10 and still counting. Okay. So I've got 20 here, and there may be more. There may be more. You just want to find 20. Right? There's so many things that I know that a lot of you have been doing, and you've been creating a lot. So you definitely have some form of editing and content creation, and even a tiny bit of automation. So there's so many different skills that you could have, right? Wherever you are on your list of 20, we're gonna tap into them, because there are 4 core skills that we can all have, right? 4 core. Number 1 is going to be what we call hard skills, where these are your skills like your teaching, your trading, your sales, hardcore stuff where literally you do something, right? But then you've got your soft skills, which is you could be very confident. That's a soft skill. You can be an individual who is really confident in what you do, and you just have that level of confidence. You could be an individual that's very positivity in terms of you remaining at that level of positivity, even when everything else around you is a chaos, around you is in chaos, you're still remaining positive. That is a skill that not everybody master, right? So you've got soft skills as well. You've got passion skills where you're passionate about certain things, right? You've also got hidden skills where you probably don't even know that you've got. So those are the 4 categories. We've got the hard skills, which are those physical things that we do. We've got the soft ones like our confidence, or whole idea of just probably, speaking well and becoming or being a leader. Those are soft skills. and you've got the passionate ones. You're probably passionate about content creation. You could be passionate about beauty, could be passionate about fashion. Those are all skills that you probably have, right? And then you've got hidden skills. A lot of people have hidden skills. You could even be a good problem solver, right? You could be very creative. Creativity is a skill that not everybody own into. So creativity is also a skill, right? And sometimes it's hidden for some people because they don't even realize that they've got it. So those are the 4 aspects of a skill. Now, why are we doing this? What is the main reason of writing 20 skills that we potentially have? It's really for us to see what we're good at, right? Now, once we identify these things that we're good at and we do them like probably almost effortlessly, then we begin to brainstorm a little bit deeper. So what we're going to be doing based on what you have written, you're going to be ranking these skills or highlighting them. And what I want you to do, if you've got a highlighter, you could take a pink one or something, an asterisk, and you're going to highlight the skills that you enjoy from the list. Which one do you actually enjoy? So my color for enjoy is going to be pink. So I'm putting my thing here. Second one that you're going to be highlighting is that green for money. These are skills that people will pay you for. So they've got money attached to them. All right. And then I'm going to take purple. And I'm going to take on skills that I can improve on. So I'll put improvements. All right. So first, we're categorizing these now. Even if you've got 10 or 12, it doesn't matter how much you've got. I want you to categorize them. Which ones do you actually enjoy? Right? Which one will get you paid? And which ones can you potentially improve on? Right? Those are the 3 categories we're going to put these skills in. So after you've written those 20, now we categorize them. So so for teaching, I'm going to put a green tick. It pays. I'll put green tick for trading, sales, marketing, editing, automation. All those are green ticks. For me, I don't know if cooking will pay. So I'll put enjoying. For me, I enjoy making good meals. Wedding planning will give me a green tick. Baking is something that I enjoy doing, especially around Christmas. Language, I do enjoy speaking Spanish, and it does have money attached to it. So I'd put green there as well.
So when you're gonna teach us some Spanish?
If you want to learn, you can. I am always willing to teach you. If you want to learn.
Class in Spanish.
Ahora, you want me to do it now? ¿Puedo? Okay. I can do a Spanish lesson. I can teach everything here in Spanish. So do you want me to do that?
Not tonight. Not tonight.
That would prepare ourselves. We never expect you to come out with it that quick.
Well, my degree that I have is in Spanish. I've got a Spanish degree. So that's what I'm trained to do. I'm trained to teach Spanish and English, not this that I've been doing. So these are added skills that I've put into my portfolio, basically. So it shows you that the catalog that I've got is fully green. I've got a green catalog, a money catalog. Why? Because I make the master of my mind a money mind. And that's what I want you to do too. Right? So have we all categorized our skills? Good. So how many green have we got on our list? Give me a number.
1.
1.
Oh.
Okay.
No, 2.
Okay.
4, 5. 5.
5 green.
Mhm.
All right. Good. Not bad. That's pretty good, actually. Keisha, Beverly, how much green have you got? I know Keisha is in commute. So, Beverly, how much you've got?
I put about 4.
4 green options. Good. Renette, I know you're not well. You can drop it in the chat and let us know how much you've got. And Starboy, how much you've got? All right. So ideally speaking, now that we've categorized these, I want you now to narrow down the list a little bit more. And I want you to select 2 of the top ones that you believe can generate you a lot of income. What are the 2 top ones? Just 2. From the entire list of money list, we now need 2, only 2. So my highlight is definitely always going to be teaching. That's one. And the second one for me is going to be trading. Those are my 2 top options. All right. It doesn't mean that the others can't help you. It just means that you want to find the top 2. Have we got those?
Honestly, I don't even know which one can help me.
Okay.
I
Okay.
need
So do you want to share what you've got, or do you want to send me a screenshot of it and I can be happy to share?
I can talk them out. I don't have a plan. I put cooking, I put communication, I
I
could
just want the money ones. The money
the money
one.
one.
Yes.
Okay. My money one, I put cooking, baking, um, customer service,
Okay.
content creation.
Okay.
That's a 4 I put.
All right. So cooking, baking, content creation. The thing about content creation, you can pair content creation with many different things, but you do have to have a skill that you're dominating with for content creation. That's the thing about it. So content creation is where we really get into the strategy itself. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
why here I had put digital creation, because when I put digital creation, I'm talking about building courses, building ebooks. So these are skills that I've got. But
Okay.
content creation is the strategy that's attached to the skill. So now we need to find the skill. So if the skill is cooking or baking, then by all means, we can double down on that. And I'm telling you, you can make good money from cooking and even baking. You can. All right. So the skill is really what you need to zone in on here. And cooking and baking are good skills. They're quite profitable. All right. Quite profitable. So I'd zone in on those 2 for skills right at this moment. If there is nothing else that you've got on your money list, then I'd zone in on those 2. All right. No. Are you okay with those?
Yeah, for now.
Okay. All right. Carol, you were saying you're struggling as well?
No, business minds they tie into each other. So it's surrounding skincare and beauty. So skill set that make money, microneedling, facials, biohacking, what's the next one? Yeah, so it's more surrounding the treatments that are services that I offer. So everything ties into each other in terms of, so it's not just one or two things, they all tie into each other to, make the pots a bit bigger.
Okay, understood. So we've got something there.
Yeah.
Keisha, so all that I've got at the bottom of my board are my skills. You should write your ones. So these that are the bottom, I know maybe if I raise my board a little bit higher, you could. But the ones I've got at the bottom are really just my skills. These are what I was categorizing as things you enjoy, things that could potentially make you money, and those that need improvement. All right. So Renette has shared hers, which are teaching and editing. Okay, good. And Keisha, what are your top two? So once we have our top two,
I enjoy it.
no, that has money attached to it.
Okay, all right.
The ones that have money attached to it. So once we've selected the top two that has money attached to it, then we're going to break this down into a simple framework. Very simple, nothing too complex, right? Because we know what has the potential right now. Now, since we know what has the potential, what we're going to be looking to do is answer these three questions. Number one, who needs this skill? Who needs it? Who can I help with it?
I can't see that.
Okay, you can't see it, it's too small. All right, I need to
What
make
is
it
that?
big. Who needs this skill? That's what I wrote. Who need the skill? Who can you help?
Everybody.
Who can you help?
Everyone who needs it.
Who needs the help?
Okay, good. The next one that you want to ask is, after you figure out who you need to help, what problem does this skill solve? What problem does it solve? Does it solve a problem? Because you need it to solve a problem.
Yes.
Okay.
If I'm cooking, somebody hungry, they want food.
All right, perfect. So we have a problem, which is hungry people, and we're solving that problem by basically igniting their taste buds. Good, right? Carol, we've got people who need treatment for skincare issues or probably just for, the soft life treatment. That's literally your target audience, right? Renette, you've mentioned teaching. Teaching is very broad. Now we narrow it down to what are we going to be teaching. Now you've also mentioned editing there. You can be teaching editing. You can also be teaching math as you're a math teacher, right? Keisha says she's very good at sales and production. So you will begin to produce whatever you're good at producing. And then, of course, your sales skill will be able to sell those stuff that you've produced. Okay. Now, once you know, right, then the next question is, how much would someone pay you for this skill, for delivering whatever it is that you have to offer? How much will someone pay you for this?
Whatever it worth.
Kerry,
You have to have a
how
number.
would you know? How would you know how much someone would pay for you?
You have to have a number. Your number is what they'll pay. Your number is what they'll pay.
Set a price.
£1,000.
That's the thing, Carol. That's the thing. You set a price, and if people really want your service, they will pay that price. Right? They'll pay that price. So it's not for you to be thinking, have they got the money in their pockets? It's not for you to be thinking that. I've shared with you one of my fundamental mentors. You see that he charges what, 40,000 per hour. Why? Because that's his number. So you have to set a standard for yourself, knowing that this is what I'm going to deliver and this is what I'm charging for the service or the product that I'm going to be delivering. So what is your number? Right? have to have an idea of what your number is. And a simple way in which I do my numbers is I figure out what my end goal is. So if my end goal is to make £10,000, then my number is going to be divided by the amount of people I'm looking to buy this thing for that amount of money. Right? And I could literally say, okay, fine, I'm going to sell something for £1,500. How much people do I need to make 10,000? Or better yet, how much people do I need to make £15,000 to buy something for 1,500? Do the math. Not many. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if I sell something for £15 to make £10,000, I need how many people? A lot. You get the picture?
Yes, ma'am.
So the ideal manner in which you look at this is be honest with yourself in terms of what you can deliver. Because if what you're delivering is low value, then the cost should be a low cost. But if you're delivering high value, then the price can be £1,500. It can be £2,000, can be £5,000. Right? But you have to have value or substance to provide. If there is no substance, then the charge cannot be as high as that. So what is it that you're bringing to the table and how much can you truly charge? That's the next thing to set your intention on. So our intention is to find out who can we help, right? So let's say I'm thinking, okay, I want to help people who want to invest. So aspiring investors, all right? Aspiring investors are those who I want to help. And when I think about the problem that I could help them solve, they don't know anything about investing. So now I'm going to educate them and help them to learn about investing. And then what's the price that I could attach to this? I could say that I could literally charge them £497 to teach them all of that. Why would I charge that? Because the value of what I'm giving them is going to be able to make them money. Do you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So you can do so much with what you know. Because if you decide to start, Beverly, a cooking business or a baking business, yeah? And when you start that baking business, it has gone really well. You're selling, lovely things in your bakery, plus you're doing maybe catering. So your catering will encompass your pastries alongside your cooked food. Now, because you started this catering business and you're delivering food, you're doing all the lovely stuff, now you can teach other people how to start their own catering business because you've gone through the process. So now you're not just making money from the catering, but you're also making money from the teaching. Carol, if you've got a business and you know how to deal with skincare and you can take care of all those treatments and you know how to do it, now you can, if you've got a shop, let's say for yourself, Carol, one of the other options that you now have because you know how to, now you can begin to hire other people into the shop by renting them a station there. That's more money. Secondly, you could also have lessons for those who are coming in for treatment and they want to learn how to do these things too. So now you've got your actual business and you've built an education business around what you do. You get where I'm coming from, Carol?
Yes.
There we go. Same thing for you, Renette. If you're good at teaching and editing, depending on your audience, yeah, because you could be teaching editing, you could be teaching math, because teaching is a broad skill and you can be teaching multiple things. However, depending on what you're teaching, If you're teaching math, you're going to be looking specifically for students, right? Because I don't really think there are much adults. Maybe there are. I'm not quite sure, to be honest. I've never done a research to see if there are many adults who probably want to go back into math lessons. There could be a potential for it, right? I don't know if it's a heavy market, but I'm mostly seeing students in that kind of program. So your goal would be getting more students into your program and executing on your math curriculum. Now, in terms of scaling that, it would have to be courses because you alone can't do so much one-to-one. So scaling it would be courses, basically. Just like for you, Carol, scaling would be employing other people to take up space so that they pay you rent, right? Beverly would be for you teaching other people so that they give you money. This is where we expand on our skills. And I want you to kind of see the picture here where you have to understand that you can have the skill. So I have the skill of trading, right? I have the skill of Spanish. And I can have a Spanish school, right, where I'm teaching people Spanish on the back end. I can also have a Spanish trading school where I teach Spanish people how to trade. There are so many things. So now you begin to work your mind around your skill and how can you scale this skill to make you more income. Everyone understanding?
Yep.
Perfect.
We
Right?
understood, ma'am.
Good. So now that we know all of these information, now is where we tap into what we call the state of mind, which is your mindset. Yeah, your mindset. And we know Mondays are always about mindset. So we're going to do a mindset assessment because we already know the skill. Now we tap into the state of mind. Now, I want you to score yourself based on some different words that I'm going to put here. And we're going to do a scale of 1 to 10. So 1 being the lowest, and 10 being your highest. Oh, this is real pale. 1 being your lowest on the scale and 10 being your highest. All right, you're gonna rank yourself on this mindset scale. Now, I'm gonna call the words and you're gonna rank yourself on a sheet of paper. You can write the word and then write the number beside it. First word is gonna be discipline. What's your number? Second word is going to be consistency. What's your number? Third, risk tolerance. Risk tolerance. That's a big one, eh? Number 4. What's your skill when it comes on to this one? This is a good one. Delayed gratification. Are you the instant microwave person? Want it? No. No or never. Number 5, the confidence you've got in your skill. Number 6, what is your problem-solving attitude like? Yeah? And then I'm going to give you a bonus one. What are your money beliefs around your skill? Have you got beliefs of abundance or scarcity when it comes on to your skill that you've got? So in terms of the money beliefs, abundance will be at 10, scarcity would be at 1. Everyone got that? You want me to repeat these mindset?
Yes, please.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, we're going to rank ourselves based on our mindset. Number 1 is discipline. Where are you on the scale? 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. Number 2 is consistency. How consistent would you be with that skill? 1 being not so consistent at all, or 10, you're going to give it everything that you've got every single day. Number 3, have you got any tolerance for risk? Some of us have high risk tolerance, some of us have 0. We're not even at 1. Number 4, delayed gratification. So it simply means that 10 would be delayed gratification's highest point, and 1 would literally be instant gratification. You want it right now. Number 5 is your confidence in the skill that you possess, which are the skills that we just shared. How confident are you in these skills? And number 6, when the problems come in the business, have you got a problem-solving attitude? And number 7, do you really believe that you can have abundance with this skill? Or have you still got a scarcity mindset where you believe that this can't make it? All good?
Yep.
Have we answered?
Yep.
All right. So I'm only hearing Beverly. The rest of us kind of not yet sure where we are on the scale.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Now, I want you to do something fundamental, like how you understand where you are. I want you to circle the ones with the lowest mindset. So the ones that are at 1 are negative. Because I don't have negative here. Any one that you have at 1 or negative or closer to 1 or negative, circle it. You don't have to share it. You don't have to tell anybody it. The one that you've got at the lowest level, circle it. It could be multiple. Done?
Yeah.
And you're going to do something fundamental for yourself, not for me. You're going to work on that mindset. You're going to work on it day in, day out, right? And I'll give you simple tips for each of these. You don't have to tell me which one you've got at the lowest end. For discipline, this is literally you doing it every day and locking into it, right? This is you having consistency, meaning no matter what you just do, you get up and you go to the gym. Even when you don't feel like it, outside cold and all of the problems arrive, you just do it, right? Meaning you just do it, meaning you've got to find the willpower to just do it. Become one of Nike people, just do it. Risk tolerance is something that has to be built. I think with trading, I have built my risk tolerance to the highest. Sometimes I've maxed it over 10 and it gone too high and I need to bring it back down. So I've got, sometimes I think too much risk tolerance. Not everybody has that, but you have to be in a place where you have tolerance for risk, because if there is no risk, there is not going to be a reward, right? So that is something you develop over time. Delayed gratification is through discipline. This is willpower again. And I think all of these are locked into your why. Why are you actually building a business through this skill? Is your why as powerful as it should be? Right? Because if it is, then delayed gratification should be no issue. You should be able to wait, understanding that everything is a process and things take time. Confidence in skill, this is making sure you master the skill, because the more you master it and you see that it works, then you're going to be like, whoa, right? The first time you make a sale and you make £1,000, you're going to be like, this thing actually works. Now you're developing confidence because you've done it. All right? Problem solving, problems are going to arise. Things are probably going to not always go how you want it to go. Have you got the mentality to remain positive even through the problem? Right? That is all your why. Your why has to be powerful. Money beliefs, this is where we tap into frequency. This is where we tap into meditation. This is where we tap into, the whole idea of manifestation when it comes on to our beliefs to raise our bar, right? So all of this, your why has got to be important. Your willpower has got to be strong, right? Businesses are not meant for weak people, and that is the truth, because the reality is a business is built on faith. And I can tell you that because I've been in this game, 2+ almost 3 years without a 9-to-5. Neither me nor my husband has 9-to-5. And we've been going really strong. It has to be something that's built on faith and confidence in skill. Right? So ideally speaking, you have to work on all of these because you need them to push harder. Right? So all of these, if it's even mid-level, because if they're at mid, they can get closer to 10. You just keep pushing yourself a little bit more. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
There we go. So we're going to move on to the next bit, because after the mindset comes what? Who remembers? Skill, state of mind, and then Beverly 1. Beverly, you told me this. You told me this.
Gratification.
Strategy. Strategy.
Let me get.
Strategy is the next one. So, what's the strategy? Yeah. Now, strategy is simple. I think it's simple. I think finding the skill, once you find the skill, I think one of the most challenging part people have is the mindset. And I'm being really honest. You can have the skill and you can have the strategy, but if you ain't got the state of mind, that's hard. That's hard. So we need this road that we've drawn. We need all of them to meet at the intersection. We need skills to be producing, right? We need the mindset, which is the state of mind, to be at the right place, fully locked in, fully confident, right? Full on, this is the best word to put here, full on faith, not fear. And of course, right here is where we've got strategy. And you see all three combined, this is bingo, money galore. Yeah? So let's talk about strategy. What are the strategies that we can implement? So we've got one skill. Let's talk about one main skill. One skill. You need to write that skill down. Number 2, who needs the skill? Number 3 is going to be, we already know the problem that it solved. Problem solved. Number 4 is going to be, what will I offer? What do I have to offer? Number 5, what platforms will I use? I want us to get clear on all of these. Number 6, encompass pricing. Number 7, This is where we tap into daily or weekly action plan. Must have a plan. No plan, no destination. Number 8, mindset habit formation. This is where we are combining everything. Yeah. And of course, number 9 is the milestones that we look to achieve. So these are our goals, milestones in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Yeah. So we've got the skill. We all know the skill, yeah? What's the skill, Beverly? I'm going to help us go through these.
Bacon.
All right, so we're choosing baking. Christmas season coming up. Do you bake fruit cakes? Christmas
Yeah.
cakes? Good. So who needs it? Everybody who like Christmas cake need it. Yeah? What problem are you solving? You're making the cake so them don't have to make it and you make it better. So you're making sure that their taste buds are loving your Christmas cake. Solving a problem right there, because not everybody knows how to bake and not everybody wants to go through the hassle of baking. Number 4, you already know what you will offer. So your skill is baking. Now you're looking at Christmas cakes. That's your offer. Number 5, what is the platform that you will use to introduce and sell your cakes? You've got to figure it out.
TikTok.
TikTok. Have you got idea of how much you're gonna price it per pound or how much however you do it? Pricing.
No, not yet, but can do my research.
All right. Number 7, what's your daily or weekly action plan to get this offer out there so people want to buy? You've got to have a daily or weekly action plan, which means that if you bring it to the audience, then they can see. People cannot buy what they cannot see. They have to see it. You have to hype it up. You have to promote yourself, because if you don't, nobody else will. Understand?
Okay.
Good. Mindset habit. Do you believe that this can help you a lot in terms of getting some income coming in?
Yes.
Good. Now, the thing about Christmas cakes is that they're seasonal. Not everybody buys them through the year. However, the skill that you have, which is baking, can be used to produce other products apart from Christmas cake. So your mindset habit should be around switching in terms of seasonality. So knowing that when it's Christmas, you double down on your Christmas cake, right? But throughout the year and all of that, you could literally be doubling down on your catering plus your baking. You understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Good. Milestones that you want to reach in 30 days. So when you are doing your action plan, you should be looking at how much you plan to sell. Remember when I gave you the number a while ago, I said to you, when I'm doing pricing, I start thinking about how much people do I need to buy this so that I make this. So I start with the end in mind. How much do I actually want? So I reverse engineer the process. So I think, okay, I need to make £10,000 this month. I need to make some sales. I'm going to either sell some £1,000 product to somebody, but I need 10 people to buy that. Can I get 10 people to buy something for £1,000? Yes, I can. Easily done, £10,000 bag. You have to think that way. So what is the goal and how much people do you need to make the goal? All right. Understand so far?
Yep.
Good. So that's literally you. And this is the process that you think about for selling anything. Right? What the skill is, who needs it, what problem you're solving, what specifically are you going to be offering to the people who need it, what platform are you going to use? Remember when I said content creation, I said it's the strategy, because you've got to have the skill to bring to the table And the table is the content creation where you've got a wide or global audience. Okay?
No.
All right. Who is next? Skill? Carol? No one wants to go. Beverly only.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so your skill is in skincare. So I'll put broadly skincare because you do a lot of treatments, yeah? And you know that a lot of people need this, especially females, but males as well do need treatment, yeah?
Yep.
The problem that you're solving is a variety of skincare issues. So it's not just one, it's quite a few, yeah?
Yes.
What I think you're already using Instagram, you're already using TikTok. So you're already clear on what your platforms are. Yeah?
Yes.
You're already clear on your pricing.
Uh-huh.
Good. And you know your daily and weekly action plan to get customers coming in.
Yes.
Good. What's your mindset habit around this business?
It is evolving.
Okay, good. So we're working on it. Good.
Yeah.
And
It's
have
change.
you,
There
have
is change, so I have to find different plan, a
Okay.
different plan of action in terms of restructuring in terms of game plan, in terms of rebooking, in terms of gaining new clientele. So
Okay, understood. So our daily and weekly action plan is going to be delivering content so that we get people to come in for services. Yeah. And of course, we need to have some goals for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. What amount of customers do you want to have on that list within 30 days? What amount of customers do you want that to grow to in 60 days? And 90 days, you should be seeing progress along these milestones.
okay.
So far, Beverly and Carol, you're gonna make a list of the milestones that you expect to reach in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days for your business, and start working on daily action plan around these milestones. So you begin with the end in mind. So you're not working your way from nothing, you're working your way from what is the end goal.
Okay.
Honest, all right, good. Who is coming next? Keisha, you still in commute? I was singing that song. Reddit. Reddit, are you next? Up in line for your blessing.
Sure.
All
For
right.
your blessing.
So you've literally got teaching, your broad skill. Now, who needs you to teach them something? You've got math students, you've got potential content creators because you're good at editing. So you've got two categories there, right? What problem are you solving? And I'm going to get deeper here. Math, helping them with GCSE. But if you're doing editing, you could literally do editing for people. You don't have to teach them. So if you've got enough time, you could edit for people who are doing content and you do their editing for them. All right. And they'll pay you because they're already content creators. They're already making money. They've got the money to pay you. Plus, you've got a teaching business with students. So you've got a mixture of audience. So that could be a potential. So what will you offer? It's gonna be up to you. I'm just giving suggestions here. For you, you've already got in line GCSE courses, GCSE worksheets, GCSE assistance for math, right? But then you've also got the potential to be offering, as I said, editing services or editing classes to creators. Could be one or both. Platforms you will be using, I'm going to be doubling down on content creation on your platforms. And it's literally going to be those that you are already using: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Develop a pricing system. What is your number? If you decide that you're going to create this, or I know you're already doing it, GCSE courses, what's the price that you will put it at? Right? Are you going to start off with saying, okay, I'm going to make a 10, let's say 10 lessons. I'm just giving an example. 10 lessons, I'm going to price that 10 lessons as 10 pounds per lesson. Maybe it's 30 minutes a piece. So I'd say, okay, fine, let me sell this course for 99 pounds, right? And they'll get that. Maybe it's a mini course. Then you'll have another tier, which is a broader course or more content in it. So you've got mini and then you've got the full-blown course. Now you move that from 99 and you put it at, potentially you could even go as high as 297, right? For that course. One-to-ones are another tier that you could literally add on. And this would be how much pounds you require per hour for these sessions. It could be 10, it could be 20, it could be 50. I charge 65 pounds per hour. And sometimes I go 100 pounds per hour for whatever I do. And I think that's still low. And I'm trying to raise the bar, but I'm just giving you some options here. Okay. Have you got a daily, weekly action plan for your businesses?
I have a mini draft.
Okay, so we've got a plan, basically.
Yeah.
And what's your mindset around the editing as well as the math teaching?
I am very confident about the teaching. I'm very, very confident and optimistic.
Okay, so confidence in your skill, that's good. What about delayed gratification? You all
Yeah,
right
I'm
with that?
fine with that. It's just my risk tolerance.
Okay, understood. No risk, no reward. Just try and tell that to yourself. You have to take risk. If you don't take any risk, you're not going to be at that level of big leap. Leaving my job pregnant was a big risk. It's probably one of the biggest risks in my life. And when I left my job pregnant, as I told you all before, my husband lost his the next day. And then we decided to migrate, go Canada, come back in, getting paperwork. It was just a mess. But you know what happened in the mess? Greatness, right? But your risk tolerance is something that you have to work on, because the truth is, in life, every day is a risk. You don't know what's going to happen the next moment. You never do. So if you start thinking about the fact that there is no certainty, the entire life that you've got is a risk. So are you going to risk it, or are you going to regret not doing it? Right? And that's really where it lies. So have you got milestones to hit in the next 30 days, 60 days, 90 days?
No, I need to outline that.
Okay, so that's gonna be your homework, right? So ideally speaking, for everyone, I think Keisha is still in commute. For everyone here, I need you to do this on the back end as your assignment. And this is for you. This is not for me. So if you don't do it, then that's literally saying that you're not ready for this game. And I need you to be ready, and I think you need to be ready as well. So your goal here is to take all of these questions, the skill, who needs your skill, the problem you'll be solving, what specific things will you be offering, and it doesn't have to be one thing, right, Beverly? Like I shared with you, you could do catering and you could do baking, right? So it could be a combo deal.
And I could do my juice.
That's what I'm saying. A huge combination around the entire area of cooking and baking, right? Of what's it called? Culinary stuff, basically. You understand? So now we take one thing and we stretch the wings into other areas, right? And that's fundamentally what you have to do. You can take one skill and you can stretch the arms of it into multiple streams of income. But how you do that is based on strategy and it's based on thinking. And when it comes on to strategy, I think I'm very good at that. So if you share with me, I'd be more than happy to give you a strategy. right? Because
Okay.
strategy is fundamental in terms of how you do it and how you deliver it. Okay. So here's your homework. Basically, we're wrapping up. What you're going to do within the next 7 days, literally 7 days, you're going to get 7 days for this homework. Within the next 7 days, you need to decide on the skill wholeheartedly, make a commitment on this skill that you're going to lock in. All right? Because you're locking in for your why. Whatever your why is, it could be financial freedom. It could really be, I just want to retire. I'm tired. There's so many whys that you could possibly have. But you're going to make a commitment in the next 7 days to lock in 120% on this skill. And if you have to improve it, by all means. You never have to be perfect to start. You just need to start and you'll get perfect along the journey, right? Because you're going to learn as you grow. But once you get clear on that skill that you're going to lock in for the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years of your life, no matter what, that's a commitment you have to hold on to. Because the majority of people who fail is because they don't hold on long enough. So your goal is to focus on that one thing. No, I'm not going to switch it next week because it's not working. I'm not going to switch it next year because it's not working. I am going to stay committed until it happens. And that's the kind of mindset you have to lock into. So if this is something that you know can literally help you, then it's time to lock in. So once you choose the skill, you're going to start building content around it. And when you build content around it, make sure you have an offer that is driving them to your offer. Now, you don't have to directly drive them to your offer. You could drive them to something free and then usher them into something paid. But ideally speaking, like you, Carol, you could do free to paid. You could do directly paid. Who is willing to pay will pay. Right, Beverly?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Now, lock in on the skill, lock in on building the offer. Now, if it's free to paid, make sure you've got your free resource. It could be an ebook, it could be a worksheet, it could be a template, it could be a free consult of 15 minutes, it could be a free tester, Beverly. Make one cake and give samples out. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
That could literally be it. You just decide that, okay, I'm going to make one cake and I'm going to take samples to many different places that potentially could buy this cake, or many different people that could potentially buy this cake. So now you're driving with initiative because you've got a plan. You're not sitting and waiting for people to always come to you. You're taking the table to them. Understood?
Yeah, that's what I do with my juice, but people bad mind and people anything.
I understand, but you don't have to limit yourself to the workplace. There are many other people out here.
No, I'm not limit. I'll forget about them, trust me, Kerry.
That's it. So get clear on the offer, build the system around the offer, and build your milestones for 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days. Once you do that, feel free to send it to me. I'd be happy to look at it, and then we'll start building from there. We have to get clear on the perspective, and we have to be locked into one thing, not 10, not 20, not 30. When you are putting all your energy in many different places, it means that you're not giving it your all. So lock in on one main thing. The main thing that I do almost every single day is trading. It don't matter what else, I trade every day, Monday to Friday. Even if I don't go live with you on Friday, I am on the charts. There are times on the weekend, on Saturday and Sunday, I trade crypto. I'm on those charts like clockwork. And I teach every single day, Monday to Friday. It doesn't have to be you on Monday and Wednesday. I've got one-to-ones that I do. So you have to build a system that generates income. What is the system that you're going to build? And I want you to start thinking about it. And then, of course, you can come back, share ideas, and then we can flesh out the promise. Yeah? Any questions or queries before we go? So the goal here is to get clear on the skill, work on the mindset, and
So you give us 1 week to drop the plan.
and build a strategy, and then we'll look at it from there. That's it. 1 week. 1 week, Beverly, to draw the plan up.
I'll do mine Saturday evening.
Sounds good. Yeah. And then we can go through it from there, but we needed to create it, and let's get clear on our goals. Okay. No questions? We're all good?
So far, so good.
So far, so good. Okay. Good stuff.
Bedtime for me.
All right. Well, it is bedtime. If there are no questions and we're all clear on our homework, that is the end of this session. I will see you all on Wednesday for Wealth
Please,
Wednesday.
everybody, remember the homework and don't say you forgot. Like myself.
That's it. So I'll see you on Wednesday. Now the homework for Wednesday is edit your videos. So videos. Your videos.
Yeah.
All right. So bye. Have a good night, everyone.
All right.
Thank you for the stars in the chat, Beverly. I'm just seeing them. Thank you so much.
You're
And
welcome.
Carol. Thank you, Carol.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Renette, feel better soon. Oh, she left. All right. Good night. Good night, y'all.